everyone, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome to a very early first impressions video of Splatoon 2. So obviously I jumped into the Splatoon 2 testfire, and that is where I took some notes, and now I'm ready to give my early impressions of Splatoon 2. Now, the gameplay that you're seeing in the background is my own recorded gameplay, and I just want to let you guys know now, I'm not some amazing skilled player at Splatoon. I simply play the game for fun, so yeah, don't expect there to be some mad skills shown in the background here. It's just a really fun game that I do enjoy, but I'm not the best when it comes to shooting games, so my aiming on this game is not very good. So I'm going to be talking about all the ways that I played Splatoon 2, because I did actually play it in console mode using various different ways of using the Joy-Con, and then I also played it in handheld mode as well. So don't worry, I'm going to talk about all of these modes throughout this impressions video. But first of all, I'm going to talk about console mode when playing with the Joy-Con attached to the grip. So this is the grip that was included in the box when you get your Nintendo Switch. This is not the charging grip, because cheap-ass Nintendo didn't include a charge grip in the box. You have to buy that separate. So this is just a grip so that you can turn the Joy-Con into a controller. So this is how I played first of all, and I played with motion controls turned on, and oh my god, it took a little bit of getting used to, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that good with motion controls, but after a while I did get back into the swing of things, and I suppose I got a little bit better, but not loads better. Again, I'm not the best at aiming or at shooting games. But anyway, from my initial impressions of the very first test fire that I joined in on, I would say that the game runs really well on console mode. I believe it is 60 FPS in console mode as well as handheld, so it was smooth like butter, guys. I didn't notice any stuttering or frame issues. And as always, in typical Splatoon fashion, the colours are vibrant and they just really pop and stand out. I mean, it's a lovely looking game. Now, that said, I do want to touch on this because I do feel like those of you who play on larger TVs might be interested. Obviously, on a big TV, and for reference, I'm playing on a 43-inch TV, you do notice jaggy edges, in particular on the squid characters, and edges of like the environment as well. It's not too noticeable unless you're really looking for it, but obviously because I was doing a first impressions video, you know, I was on the lookout for that kind of thing. But when playing on handheld mode, what I will say is it just looks phenomenal, guys. I would definitely say in terms of looks, it's better on handheld than it is blown up on a big screen. But again, it depends on what size screen you're using for your home console setup. So bear in mind, mine is 43 inches. So that's probably why I noticed more of the jaggy edges. So what I will say, guys, is using the Joy-Con set up this way with the grip is very comfortable to hold. I've touched on this before when I did my impressions video on should you buy of the Nintendo Switch, and it is very comfy. At the moment, I have no reason to want to buy a Pro Controller. I probably will get one when the Splatoon 2 full game does release, though, so that me and my boyfriend can play it, and I just want to see what the Pro Controller is like versus this option as well. But overall, it plays well. I've got my Nintendo Switch actually slightly below the desk, and even with using motion controls with the controller obviously above the Nintendo Switch, it was still perfectly fine picking up the movements and responding to my actions. As always, Splatoon has excellent music. I found myself bopping along to the tunes, which is always a good sign. I don't know what it is, but Splatoon just always puts a smile on my face. I think it's just so vibrant, it's so happy, it's so bouncy, and even if I lose, I don't feel frustrated. I guess it's the whole atmosphere of the game. As always, the scenery is interesting and on point. There's actually some nice little touches now to do with artwork in the background. which someone actually did do a tweet of as well. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll put an image up on screen so you guys can see what I mean. But it's just really cool how the world is expanding, and you can see that there are artists in the world of Splatoon who are experimenting with art and implementing it into the arenas that you play in. It's really, really cool. Now, it's been ages since I played the original Splatoon, so I'm not too sure on this. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I did seem to notice there were more, like, different styles with the squid characters. I noticed, like, different hairstyles and things like that. Obviously, we didn't get to do character customization on the Splatoon 2 test fire, but that said, I did notice these things. But again, correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments section. I'm just really excited about this because I love customizing my character, and one of the things that I did really enjoy in Splatoon was the fashion aspect of it, being able to like upgrade your fashion with the bonuses for combat and just kind of make your own cool squid character. So in the end, I did actually enjoy playing with motion control on more when using the Joy-Con attached to the grip, which was interesting because I didn't like it at first, but I think practice makes perfect and it kind of grew on me. I did try turning motion control off. You could do this by backing out of a match, and at the weapon select screen you press the plus, and then you can go into options and turn off motion control. Anyway, I did have a go with motion control off, but I actually found that my aiming was slightly better with it turned on, so in the end I ended up playing with this controller with motion control on. And overall, my experience was the best when playing in console mode with the controller in this format, which actually surprises me because I was expecting to enjoy handheld mode more. So like I said, I did try it in handheld mode with the Joy-Con attached on the edges of the Nintendo Switch, and I tried it with motion control on and motion control off. I was actually sat behind me on the bed, which is normally how I play Zelda Breath of the Wild, actually, at home, other than when I'm at my boyfriend's house when I play it on console mode. But to be honest, I found it quite uncomfortable playing Splatoon 2, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because of all the movement involved in it and how fast-paced it is, but it actually, like with motion control turned on in handheld mode, it really hurt my wrists and it hurt my neck as well. So I felt like maybe I was moving along with it, I don't know, but I just found it quite uncomfortable to play that way in the end. I mean, when I get the full game, I might do a second impressions video or something like that. Maybe it was just because I was sat back on the bed or my posture was wrong, I don't know. But I just personally found it uncomfortable to play in handheld mode while lying down on my bed. I did actually try it with motion control turned off as well, and again, I just felt like I wasn't as good as playing on console mode with the Joy-Con attached to the grip. Somebody on Twitter did actually advise me to try and play with the Joy-Cons detached. So the right Joy-Con, which is the red one if you have the neon Switch and you didn't buy the extra set of Joy-Cons, actually controls the motion, and the blue one does not, or at least with Splatoon 2. So basically you could hold the blue one still while you move the red one for aiming. I did actually try that, but I can't say that I enjoyed it, to be honest. I might give it another go when the full game releases and see what I think, but for now I feel like the best controls for me are the Joy-Con in the grip and motion controls on, because I felt like that was the best overall experience, and also again playing in console mode. Now, it will be interesting when I get more time with the game, because obviously I couldn't take part in all of the test fires, and they were only for like 59-minute bursts, which is a shame. I would have preferred like a longer play session, and then I could have just like really got into it and got more used to the controls, but sadly that wasn't an option. But anyway, hopefully maybe they do another test fire with longer play times available, because I would like to take another look and see if I can have a better time with different controls. So my overall thoughts and impressions of Splatoon 2 are that it runs well on handheld and on console. Like I said, buttery smooth frame rate. I didn't notice any slowdowns on console or on handheld mode, so it's just a really nice experience. But for me personally, I would say that at the moment I prefer to play it on console mode and use the grip controller. That might change when I get more time with the game. But let me know how you like to play Splatoon 2 down below in the comments section, and whether you play with motion controls turned on or if you play with motion controls turned off. And also let me know how you use the Joy-Con, guys, whether it's attached to the grip, whether they are separate, or if you use them on the sides of the Nintendo Switch. But overall, I've had a fantastic time on the Splatoon 2 Testfire. Again, this was just a general impressions on the controls and also how it runs on the Nintendo Switch as a handheld and as a console. It's really fun, and honestly, it's just a great game to jump into and have a few sessions on. I don't really see myself playing it for hours on end because I didn't do that with the original Splatoon. I actually didn't complete the single player campaign. I just really played some of the multiplayer, and I wasn't a dead competitive player. But I still enjoy playing Splatoon, but it is one of those games where, oh, I've got like, I don't know, an hour spare, I'll just jump on and have a few games, and that's enough for me. I do feel like it's a game that I enjoy most playing in small bursts rather than spending hours at a time on. Now, I don't know, so maybe you guys can tell me in the comments section, but I'm kind of hoping that there is the option to do local multiplayer. So for me, what I would like to do is have my boyfriend sat beside me and we play together as a team versus other online players. I did try to do a Google search, but I couldn't find any information on that, and I'm kind of getting mixed messages from the people that I'm talking to. Some say yes, some say no. So if any of you guys know the answer and can offer a source for that, then please comment and link that source down below in the comments section, because I would be interested to have that confirmed either way. So yeah, overall, I've enjoyed my time on the Splatoon 2 Testfire. It's definitely sold me the game. I will be picking up Splatoon 2. I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to my Nintendo Switch library, and I'm just super excited to see what the full game has to offer. So let me know your thoughts and impressions down below in the comments section about the Splatoon 2 Testfire. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? And also, what do you hope to see in the full game as well? I look forward to chatting with you all and just really talking about Splatoon 2. Let's get the Splatoon 2 hype going. Stay fresh!